In this video, we're going to go over the 5 documents that we'll be covering in the agreement signing meeting. We're going to cover 5 key documents. The first one is the construction agreement. The second one will be the project scope of work. We'll review your construction documents, and then we'll go over your selections. And then the last thing we'll do is review your project preparation form. So let's dive in. The first one is your construction agreement. Your construction agreement is all of your correct legal names, the address, the place of work. We capture all your key information on that, very similar to the project development agreement. The next part of this, it's going to cover the money. On the construction agreement, there will be a total agreement price, and then we'll have a breakdown of the payments that you're going to make. So you've already made a 10% deposit at the project development agreement. You're now at this meeting going to make a 50% deposit, and then the balance, the 40%, will be due at the end of the project. Now on larger construction agreements, as we hit certain milestones in your project, we might have a 4th or a 5th or potentially even a 6th payment, breaking up those payments into smaller increments. The next part of the agreement is a couple of pages of just very specific legal information that helps us protect you. And so we'll talk about things like warranty, insurance requirements, our builder's license, everything that you need to be protected as a homeowner to make sure that we have a good working relationship. The next document is the scope of work. The scope of work is a written narrative of the entire project. What's really important about the scope of work is that it mirrors your construction documents, your plans, and also your selections list. So it's going to have a lot of those elements, but it's written. The other cool thing about the scope of work, it's written in the order in which things will be done. That's really important for both the homeowner, just to kind of understand, to give you some direction of how detailed we've thought about your project, but also it's the blueprint for our team and how things are going to happen and who's going to be in and all the different parts and pieces that are going to make your project come together. The next document that's really fun, and for your visuals, this is probably the most exciting part of the project. It's your construction plans. So your plans will have a demo plan, they'll have floor plan layouts, they'll have electrical and plumbing plans, we'll have cabinet layout plans. So depending on the type of project, you may have anywhere from 5 to 15 pages of construction plans. It also, probably my favorite, is the actual 3D renderings that you'll get to see in your plans that are going to bring to life this space that you're going to have very soon in your new home. The next document that we will be going through is your actual specific selections. So in the scope of work, you'll have some written narrative about the selections, but we do give you a visual document that will have all of your specific product selections on that. We call that our mood board and product selection. At the agreement signing meeting, ideally, your plans are completely finished, all of your selections are made, all the details of the construction plan are 100%. The reality is that doesn't happen every time. A scenario might come up like this. We made all your product selections, but you couldn't decide whether or not you want to have that additional coffee bar in. We might have left that as an option because you didn't know the total cost of your project, and once we estimated the entire project, you were going to make a decision whether or not you were going to add on that additional coffee bar area. So if that happens at your agreement signing, we're going to confirm the final number of the overall project and be able to give you a line item itemization of that coffee bar. If that happens, that meeting becomes a little more dynamic. Those options are going to be something too that we have to confirm and finalize at that agreement signing. The last document that we'll review is going to be your project preparation form. On the project preparation form, we're going to call out specific site directions for the entire team. And this form is really just a guide to let our team know where to store the materials, where to have the dumpsters, where are we going to park our work trucks during the day. The next thing we're going to do is schedule the pre-construction meeting. And the pre-construction meeting typically is about 1 month out from the agreement signing. It doesn't necessarily mean we're starting your project in a month. It means that we're having an on-site meeting so that we can confirm all of the details on site with our production team. By hiring Custom Built, you have a company that you can trust from beginning to end. I'm Michael Flory. Thanks for watching.